And he said to us and asked us, he doesn't want to announce it until he announced and finished the deal about the May fight. He wants to fight in May. And he asked us if we are interested to have this fight. We say to him, it depends about who against and the situation in this fight. But we say to him, please, brother, choose great fight because we are building for the big fight. Him and Crawford accept to fight in Saudi Arabia, the big fight. But we as a Riyadh season know how is big this fight and also how is important, especially in America. For that, we prefer to do it in Vegas. This is the only condition. Then, in the last 2 weeks, we start to hear the rumors about this fight. And in the last 48 hours, we heard it is close. Then it is not for our benefit because we are building the big fight against Crawford. We want him to fight, good fight, great fight in May. I will be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I start in the last 48 hours giving wrong information to everyone to make them go to another side. And when I know that big appointment between one big platform and the camp of the two fighters, and there is people starting to doing posters and choosing arena and choosing where is the conference will be. Then I finished the deal in 5 minutes. I call Canelo directly and I said to him, hello, brother. You know, this fight will damage the pictures and the idea about our plan. And honestly, I think you are, as a Canelo, too young to take this fight. You can have it after 30 years.
Right.
When he is 60. Then he said to me, brother, you know, from my inside, I don't want this fight ever. But I said to you, take the May fight. I don't have something in the table and I must fight before Crawford. And we discuss, and in 5 minutes, we closing the deal. And that's it.
Breaking news. So Turki came out explaining how he ended up signing Canelo Alvarez. He explained 2 weeks ago, all of a sudden Canelo Alvarez started negotiating with Jake Paul to fight, even though his 3-fight deal with Canelo Alvarez was pretty much done. They agreed to everything, but then all of a sudden, Canelo went elsewhere. He wanted to fight Jake Paul instead. Turki revealed that's when he pulled the plug. He told Canelo straight up, listen, brother, that's not a good look for you. You in your prime, you 34 years old. You can fight Jake Paul 30 years from now. Then when Canelo told Turki, listen, I want to fight in May. Can you match this offer that Jake Paul gave me? Turki said, no, I can't match it because Turki is not interested in that fight. That's when Turki ended up telling Canelo Alvarez, we only interested in real fights. This is not a good look for us and it's not a good look for you. to be fighting Jake Paul in your prime. Perhaps once you retire, but not right now. You need to be fighting Terence Crawford. That's the fight we want. And Turki was firm on that. In the last 11 hours, what ended up happening is Canelo Alvarez had to decide. Either he's going to sign with Turki to fight Crawford or fight Jake Paul. Then in the last 5 minutes, Turki convinced Canelo Alvarez to sign with him because he ended up extending the contract he gave him to a 4-fight deal instead of a 3-fight deal. After Canelo signed with Turki, he completely denied the idea of him fighting Jake Paul. However, Jake Paul came out exposing Canelo, revealing that Canelo had already signed a contract term sheet agreeing to everything. Then, in the last minute, he pulled out. Due to Turki getting upset and threatening to pull the plug on the deal Canelo Alvarez had already agreed to, but then did a 180 last minute without them knowing in order to fight Jake Paul. Here is exactly what both Canelo and Jake Paul had to say. Check it out.
Hey guys, don't pay attention in anything. In this YouTuber, I just fight real fighters. Don't f***ing around with Canelo. Come on, let's go.
Oh, Canelo, you
In this f***ing YouTuber, I just fight real fighters.
time to expose him. So we had a signed contract to fight. Here you can see Canelo's signature and my signature to the right, claiming he's not fighting YouTubers. Bull. Look at the poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th, claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like David Benavidez, you. The truth is you can be bought. You're a money-hungry squirrel chasing your next nut. The truth is these sports-washing shady characters are paying you hundreds of millions of dollars to stop our fight from happening because they couldn't fathom the fact that they can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has made you hundreds of millions of dollars and you turned your back on him for this check. Disloyal. And you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view. But I have loyalty. Loyalty to Netflix, doing the biggest numbers. And you call me a YouTuber, but you've never had a boxing match as big as mine. Remember you told my team that your daughter came home and asked if you were fighting Jake Paul? She was all excited. You said that was the first time your daughter's ever asked you about a fight. And you're screwing over all your Mexican fans by doing your fights in Saudi. It just shows what type of person you are. And I promise you one thing, Canelo. Any fight that you do this year, mine will be bigger. So off to your boss, you Ring Magazine employee, you pink and orange bitch. And oh, fix that herpes on your lip, you dirty.
Jake Paul definitely got Canelo Alvarez there when he pulled receipts of Canelo Alvarez's signature agreeing to fight him. Canelo doesn't have the room to say, I'm only interested in real fights. Then why would he sign a term contract agreeing to fight Jake Paul? Clearly Canelo wanted to fight Jake Paul. I mean, he even called Turki and told Turki, can you match the offer that Jake Paul is giving me to fight him? And Turki shut it down by saying, listen, Canelo, we are not interested in this fight. No, I cannot match that offer. So clearly Canelo wanted to fight Jake Paul to the point he even wanted Turki to be involved. But Turki was not interested. Turki is the reason why Canelo Alvarez is not fighting Jake Paul, but instead he's fighting Terence Crawford. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Turki is the savior of boxing right now. Without a doubt. If you think Dana White made the UFC poppin', just wait to what Turki is about to do. This man is talking about hosting fights in jail, in islands, in the pyramids of Mexico and Egypt. Only the sky is the limit for the vision Turki has in the sport of boxing. On the other hand, Turki told Jake Paul, you should fight Mr. Beats to see who is the biggest YouTuber in the world. On a serious note, I would like to see Jake Paul fight KSI. That's more so in his lane, and that fight has been long overdue. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi, TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have good advice for them. Let them bring Mr. Peace. And we can sanction it with Disney for the build of the YouTube. And everyone will subscribe and see it.
Jake Paul versus Mr. Beast.
Everyone will see it in the YouTuber build.